Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing, Hundley. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And right away he lost the football. points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1, aren't you? But with Lamar Jackson, I'd sit on the tight end. He loves to throw into the middle of the field, loves that position as his #1 target. Take that.
But I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Naeem Hines, his first carry. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now Hundley. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
Touchdown, Colts! John Brown. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood. Now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker with an extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The rookie from Michigan, Kwity Paye, paying first-year dividends with a takedown there. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. 53 right. Check. 53 right. Here we go. 53 to Mike. No. No. Rap.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Down from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Right back to Brown. This time he's got him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, B. Check mark 27. Check mark 27. Exit. Mark 27. Mark 27. Mark 27. Go. Check mark 27. Bang.
From the gun, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Check mark 27. Check board.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down deep. defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll drop to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hundley, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to... run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Tucker now now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. Touchdown! A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Quick slant to Brown. 7 yards to pick up there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tucker now to add the point after. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion. It's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking. Probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted. Playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta play my mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow to her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a 3P. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is Fiji. I gotta get back to the hood. I remember when I was the needy. See me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look. All this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me. I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. One.